I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I want you to get up right now. Get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Things have got to change.
How many stations does this go out?
You've got to get mad.
67.
Say,
I know it goes to Louisville and Atlanta.
I'm not going to take this anymore. Then we'll figure out what to do about the depression and the inflation and the oil crisis. But first, get up out of your chairs, open the window, stick your head out and yell, and say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Who are you talking to, Herb?
CGG, Atlanta.
Are they yelling in Atlanta, Herb?
Are they yelling in Atlanta, Ted?
But first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
They're yelling in Baton Rouge.
Get up, get up, get up out of your...
Son of a bitch! We struck the mother lode!
Stick your head out of the window, open it, then stick your head out and keep yelling and yell, I'm as mad as hell, I'm not going to take this anymore. Just get up from your chairs right now. Go to
Where
the
you
window.
going? I want to see if anybody's
Go
yelling.
to the window, open it and stick your head out and yell and keep yelling. I'm mad as hell! I'm not going to take this anymore!
I'm mad as hell! I'm not gonna take it anymore! I'm mad as hell! I'm not gonna take it anymore!
I'm mad as hell! I'm not going to take it anymore!
I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna
take it anymore!
I'm mad as hell! I'm mad as hell! I'm mad as hell! I'm not gonna take this anymore!
For the love of honey, for the love of truth, for the love of children, I'm asking you, does it bring you honor? Does it bring you hope? Is it really justice at the end of a rope? At the end of a rope. I'm asking you. Like a broken window, like a burning chain, electric disturbance all in my brain. In a minute windows, how long are we through? Is this religion keeping me from you? That's keeping me from you. Oh, I'm asking you. Yes, I am asking you. I was milking honey with a loaded gun. If you're asking me, child, don't sound much fun. Is there no forgiveness? Can there be no grace? If you look at me, baby, can't you see your face? 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 Oh, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Yes, I'm asking you. Gone are days of wonder. Gone is time in your life, oh child. That's a long, long time ago. Long. Gone our old ways, they've been laid asunder. Gone is the mystery fire, oh child. Light so bright, cut you like a knife. Spit in the darkness out your old black soul. But that's a long time ago. The sun had kissed our shoulders. Things gotten cold even though we ain't that much older than a long time ago. A long time, long time, long. Spend these long nights just talking it over. Heads down deep in the sand. Don't wanna hear no tales of wonder. Only these stories of men. Oh, 'cause that's a long time ago. The sun had kissed our shoulders. Things have gotten cold even though we ain't that much older than a long, 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 long. time. It's a long time. Long. Gone are the days of wonder. Gone is the mystery, flower, old child, that's a long, long time ago. Long time ago. Things have gotten cold, even though we ain't that much older than a long. Howdy there, strange angels. Welcome to Quarantine Stream Cuatro. We're calling this one On Thin Ice, or What Would Your Mama Say? What would your mama say? This isn't really about politics, and the people who tell you are full of shit. People who say it's Democrats versus Republicans, this versus that, or whatever. It's really simple. You gotta think, what did your mama tell you? Okay? What did she teach you when you were a little child about truth, telling the truth, being kind to your fellow kids, not being greedy, not stealing all the Jell-O or the Necco wafers. Remember those? Don't beat up on the other kids. Don't be a bully. Be nice. Be loving. Be kind. Be gentle. That's the essence of joy in this world. This show tonight, this stream tonight, is I'm sorry, I'm not going to be lovey-dovey stuff in here, because man, if you're following the news, which I'm sure you all are ad nauseum, by the way, you got to turn that shit off. You know, just catch up on it at one point during the day, and then turn the shit off and listen to music and watch some beautiful movies or something like that. Go on Zoom and have parties with each other. That's really cool. That Zoom shit, oh, man. Even though there's Zoom bombing now, but that's really cool. We gotta reach out. But really, you know, we're in this time right now where the news is just incredible, and the stuff I'm finding most incredible, because Mother Nature going to bite us in the ass. It's going to happen. My mom used to say, you know, what would your mama say? My mom used to say, "We're going to suffer, John." Now that, you know, used to piss me off, because she was an Irish hellion. And I go, "Mom, you know, it's Thanksgiving. Why do you got to say that?" But in a way, she was right, you know, and it turns out I started reading Buddhist stuff and Pema Chodron and said, life is suffering, right? There is suffering. There's going to be viruses and sickness and death, you know. That's an unavoidable thing. What's not unavoidable is how we deal with it, okay? We got to deal with it with truth and meet it head on, and transparency, and with a spirit that we're all in this together. And what we're getting right now is a bunch of bullshit. Sorry to say. And, you know, I'm pissed off, and I really am. And I hope you are too, because there's a lot of people who have passed already, a lot of people sick right now. Our good friend, Liz Crabtree is going every day to the hospital in New Orleans right now and having to deal with this shit of people that were out and hanging with each other and partying because these motherfuckers were telling people it's okay to do that. And they were saying that a long time ago. So, you know, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off, and we all need to be. And we need to take that. We can't just let that fester in ourselves. We can't. That's no good. We can't. We gotta take that and do something with it, right? We gotta do something with it and make some changes happen, okay? And we'll talk a little bit later about that. I'm gonna play some music now. We got our trusty crew here, as usual, with masks on. Masks on. And we got my boy, Dilly Walker, Modell, manning the bits and bytes, and the electricity and the electronics.
Cortez Modell.
Oh, Dylan Cortez Modell. That's right, absolutely. Cortez the Killer. Maybe I'll do that song later. We'll see about that. We'll see how much time we wind up here. Sorry, I was using my weird-ass tuning for those two tunes. This song is called Calling for Rain. I'd like to dedicate this set to the great John Prine, who we lost last night, and a lot of us in our community loved him and were influenced by him. And you know, he was a man who sang social music. This we call this social music, meaning about issues and about humanity, protest music. You know, singing about real stuff. John Prine sang about real stuff. He managed to do it. His gift, I think, was to be able to do it with quite a bit of humor in there. I wish I had a little bit of that humor that he did. So I just saw somebody say that John Prine never wrote a bad song. I never heard a bad one. Anyway, this is for John. Saw billboard, the fate of us children is caught upon a rising tide, and the millions they turn to billions, they go on and on forever. Old cab driver heard on the radio, they call it they're always calling to feel my pain, calling for rain. They're always calling, they're always calling, calling for the rain. Stone white lily stormed into ashes, all spread across a bitter plain. Outside screaming, or they're running around dreaming of brand new endings for this game. But it's children whose points are awarded when they call it calling to feel my pain, calling for rain. They're always calling, always calling. they turn into billions. They calling out forever. Old cab driver heard on the radio. They calling for rain. They always calling to feel my pain. Calling for rain. They're always calling. 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 They're always calling for the rain. For the rain. All right. So Bernie dropped out today. Sure you all know. It's the wise thing to do at this point. This election is quite a different thing than it was when it started. Quite a different thing. Much more of an important thing, I think, now. And my hope there. Sorry, my D string's a little wanky. Better than your G string being a little wanky. Anyway, Bernie, is staying on the ballots in all these races just so he can get votes and give some power and heft to the progressive side of this thing. But what's the most important thing is there are no more sides or factions within the Democratic Party. There just can't be. We got to pull together. Again, it's not the Democratic Party. It's the people who want to bring some sanity to this world and our country. And my hope fervently is that Bernie and the progressive wing and the more moderate wing, they come together and they forge a union here that's strong. They have to work together. And us folks who might have slightly different ideologies or colors of this ideology, we're going to have to get together because those don't really matter anymore. What matters is that we live and we survive and we can move on. And this thing's going to change the world. What we're living through right now is going to change the world forever. And we got to get some people who are truthful and honest and forthright and competent in there. So some of you folks who are disappointed with the fact that Bernie's gone, and a lot of us are, you can't give up and you can't not engage in this. You have to go out and vote and have to. It's not just about voting either. It's about reaching out. You know, we got how many months till the election? It's 6 months or something like that. We've got a lot of work to do. First thing is coming together. Second thing is coming together strong and coming back. And so let's all think about that. Think of ways we can move forward, because I'll tell you, the other side, they don't want people to vote. That was very, very clear yesterday in Wisconsin. They do not want people to vote. If we don't vote, then things are going to stay the same. And that was just disgraceful up there in Wisconsin. That was all so they could, what had nothing to do with Bernie and Biden, that was so they could get this super conservative state Supreme Court judge on the court up there in Wisconsin. Disgraceful the way they've fucked democracy up there. Well, hopefully there's people standing in that line, having to stand next to each other, being made to stand next to each other, while that motherfucker from the elections is in his hazmat suit going, "It's okay." That's what I say to that. This song is called A Mexican Vigil, or Flavio. Wally, you out there? I hope you're out there, buddy. Wally Ingram inspired this song. This is kind of written from the standpoint of the two guys in On the Road, Sal Paradise and Dean Moriarty, as they're sitting in it's the trip they went down into Mexico, and it's had a very apocalyptic feel to me when I read that. So it kind of, inspired the lyrics to this a little bit. Wally inspired the rhythm and the chorus a little bit. 9 lives now are down to 2. 1 for me and you. 7 sins for a sacred few. Not one left to do. We had our way, now we'll see this through. After all that was said and done, go Flavio, play that drum, play the fruity old forgotten sons. You ever seen a black cat play for fun? When half all them shoes to drop, the mariachis play their skull songs. After all that was said and done, go Flavio, play that drum, play that drum, play that drum, play that drum. Appetite, it's all we ever knew, consuming me and you. Broken wings, but we barely flew. Oh, the good things we could do, but raise a glass, 'cause you know we're through. After all that was said and done, go Flavio, play that drum, play the fruity old forgotten sons. You ever seen a black cat play for fun? When half all them shoes to drop, the mariachis play their skull songs. After all that was said and done, go Flavio, play that drum, play that drum, play that drum, play that drum. Wanted love and it wanted you, but it got away too soon. A border town with a grave for 2, but some drinking left to do. A haunted dream, but you know it's true. It's true. After all that was said and done, go Flavio, play that drum, play the fruity old forgotten son. You ever seen a black cat play for fun? When half all them shoes to drop, the mariachis play their skull songs. After all that was said and done, go Flavio, play that drum, 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 play that drum. Flavio is just a wee black cat. He doesn't mean any harm. It's funny, this song is called I Cried. And I kind of wrote it about Facebook. Yes, you, Facebook. What an interesting portal into the human psyche, right? Both definitely got the good, the bad, the ugly. Seen a lot of good, because it's pulling us together. And Lord knows there's a lot of people telling the truth on there. And there's a lot of people lying, stirring shit up, stirring hatred up and division up on there. And you read these posts, you read these things, you wonder if it's true, it's not, whatever. This is kind of a triptych song. There's 3 parts, 3 different kind of things you might read. I call them letters, We used to call them letters when we write on paper. Can't you see these high walls we walk? One side is hard, the other bleeds. You write it cold, just as plain as talk. Of weary men so full of need. How did this get so absurd? Where's the sweetness in this world? I poured over your every word, and I cried. I saw your letter, saw your letter, saw your letter, saw your letter, and I cried, I cried, I cried. I saw your letter, saw your letter, saw your letter, saw your letter. I cried, I cried, I cried. What happened when they tried to steal your spine? Tried to leave nothing but skin. You wrote that they politely tore your mind. Try to throw it down neath their hollow grin. How did it get so absurd? Where's the sweetness in this world? I poured over your every word, and I cried. I saw your letter, saw your letter, saw your letter, saw your letter. I cried, I cried, I cried. I saw your letter, saw your letter, saw your letter, saw your letter, and I cried, I cried, I cried. line for you. At their shiny light on our fallow ground. Pardon if I can't see that too. That ain't no cause to grind me down. I'm so tired of reading all your lies, or learning of such perverted whim. I need a story that redeems with light, where grace is gold and love is king. Where grace is gold and love is king. How did shit get so absurd? Where's the sweetness in this world? I poured over your every word, and I cried. I saw you later, saw you later, saw you later, saw you later. I cried, I cried, I cried. I saw you later, saw you later, saw you later, saw you. I cried, I cried, I cried. I saw you later, saw you later, saw you later, saw you later. I cried, I cried. Oh, I saw you later, saw you later, saw you later. I cried, I cried, I cried. Yeah, I did. Oh, Lordy. Sometimes you gotta cry. And sometimes you gotta laugh. And sometimes both at the same time. How we all doing out there, strange angels? We got a crew with us tonight?
Yeah, you want to do a little roll call?
A little roll call.
Indigo's here.
Oh, Indigo. Me boy. How are you doing, me boy? Do you know? Do you ever really know?
Mary Rich, we got Brother E.
Brother E, Mary Rich,
Ted Kinney.
Ted, Kenny, all right. Aaron, homie. Oh, we got some Baltimore homies here.
Melanie McCormick. Lady T.
Lady T,
Patty Van Santon.
Batty, nice.
Jeff Kravitz. Kelly Dodson.
Kravitz, Kelly, Kelly D,
Julie Mann. Nikki.
Julie, Cece, Nikki,
Vaughn.
Tavon, man, I miss playing guitar with you, homie. By the way, your food's awesome. We've been eating that, brothers. Little brothers. Woo. Get some little brothers. Afsheen, oh, Joe, nice.
Jeff Cordell. Ken.
Brian, Marcia, Tracy. We got a good crew here. Hey, thanks everybody for Dusty, Mara, James. Hey guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be strident, and more than anything, when we're playing music, I want to entertain you, and I hope I'm not fucking these chords up too bad here. I definitely want the music to be good and all that, And if you've seen any of these things, or if you've seen any Casa del Sol shows or heard the music before, I write a lot of stuff that's very full of love, and this is full of love too. It's just a different kind of love, We're trying to we're trying to get something done here. We need to get something done here. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. I promise this particular show is a little different, and I hope it doesn't. And we might have. I got a few conservative friends out there. Again, this isn't a political party or anything. If you guys are tuned in, this is really about. And I want you to think about this. What would your mama say? What would your mama say? Okay, that's the theme of this. All right. So we'll get back to regular programming. I think we're going to take next week. We'll take a pause next week, just to get a couple things together and blah blah blah, and come back to you 2 weeks from tonight. Okay. I told you I was going to be playing electric. It's going to be a little bit. That didn't happen tonight, but we're going to hopefully do that next week. And man, I sure miss my homies in Casa del Sol. I mean, we're all missing people out there, and Lord knows one of the things I miss so much is Wally Ingram, Mike DePiro, and Dave Pellicciaro, my homies in Casa del Sol, who we were just getting a little head of steam there going when this thing hit, and a lot of these songs I'm playing tonight, we really haven't played with the band before. A couple we have, but man, I can't wait to come back, and that's going to be a great thing. We can get back and all us get together and get in front of all of you guys in person. Man, I just think nothing's going to stop us, and so we just got to hold on to that and keep the faith here. We're going to find our way back there somehow. Like I said, it'll be different, but certain things will be strange. Hopefully, certain things will be better. Okay. This song, just getting right down to the point of it. We have a maniac, incompetent, narcissist, Lothario, piece of crap, selfish. I mean, it's just beyond any kind of comprehension how this MF found his way into office and how people followed him. He has lied right from the get-go on this thing. Lied from the get-go. Found out, read last night, oh, he's got some stock in the company that makes hydrochloroquine, and that his little vampire, skitty-ass son-in-law is got stock in the company that's taking all the medical supplies and selling them back. These people are bad people. They're bad. What would your mama say? Actually, my mama met Trump a few times, so my dad, and they told me this guy is bad news. This is when I was 13. They knew that, so. This song is about him. It's called Worst of His Kind.
Yeah.
They tell me truth was quartered. They tell me it was blind. Don't look under them covers. You might not like what you find. It's not a solution. It's just another situation. Just a pale imitation of the great divide. Fire in the hole, fire in the sky. The fire of truth burns a hole in his eye. In his eye. He's the worst of his kind. He's the worst of his kind. Just a bad, bad, bad sign of these times. Oh, these times. These times. Oh, these times. Cable Uncle Smitty, gone cable to wives. He's wanted for murder, he's got a piece on his side. He's taking a position, oh child. His world is a shit show, the very best you will find. Fire in a hole, fire in the sky. The fire of truth burns a hole in his eye. In his eye. He's the worst of his kind. He's the worst of his kind. Just a bad, bad, bad sign of these times. All these times. Oh, these times. Oh, these times. Now this is where Mighty Dave would be putting a really wicked ass piano solo in here. Imagine that. If I had a tail, I'd play this piano behind me. But mine shrunk. It's just a wee tail now. He's just a refraction. He's got the sun to his side. He'll have you for dinner. He'll rub wine on your hide. You're just a distraction for this lonely man who despises himself more than any other man can. More than any other man can. Fire in the hole, fire in the sky. The fire of truth burns a hole in his eye. In his eye. He's the worst of his kind. He's the worst of his kind. He's the worst of his kind. He's the worst. He's the worst of his kind. He's the worst of his kind. Just a bad, bad, bad sign of these times. It's all good. Oh, sorry. Sorry if I'm offending anyone.
Are you?
Maybe. There's some Bernie people saying, now Bernie's out, man. I'm not going to vote, or I'm going to vote for Trump. Don't do that. Bernie's awesome. I love Bernie. We love Bernie. Bernie's the only motherfucker up there telling the truth. The only one. It's because he's not really a Democrat or Republican. He's an independent. He's an honest man, right? But we can't afford not to vote for Uncle Joe. And I'm hoping that God, he gets the right people together. I hope he gets working right now. I hope he's working right now. Getting ready, getting his people together, getting the cabinet together. And figuring out how to fight all the disinformation and bullshit and obfuscation and gerrymandering, everything that's going to happen between now and November. I forget the actual date, but so we got to saddle up, people. Got to saddle up, because you know the patient is sick right now. The patient is sick. This guy over there, he's sticking a knife in and twisting it, you know, because it's profitable for him, for that patient to be sick. And It makes him feel good. He likes getting in front of that camera now in the White House briefing room that they haven't used in years. You know, being the leader, right? It's all a hoax. He's the hoax. You know, because all this stuff, all this chatter and blah blah blah, misinformation and talking, you know, and positions and spin and all that, it all avoids the truth, right? And the truth really is a personal thing, right? And for a lot of people, that personal thing is struggle right now, and it's pain, and it's sadness, and losing people they love, losing people we love. You know, this song is called The Worst Day of My Life, and it's a little bit about that, you know. It's about a personal story. This is a true story, actually. Not about me personally, but about someone. You know, about a story that got a lot of spin in the media and people finding their positions on it or whatever. It still boiled down to the fact that it was this man and he lost his family. The day was dark. The day was dark, the night was long. The wind blew cold and hard. The day was dark, the night was long. That wind blew cold and hard. I remember like it was a dream. It was the worst day of my life. We took the late train right out of town. My daughter, wife, and me. Took the late train right out of town. My daughter, wife, and me. It was the last train I ever took, Lord have mercy. Oh, it was the worst day of my life. Oh, tortured man all filled with rain. He lost his mind that day. Tortured man all filled with rage. He lost his mind that day. Oh. He took my family and others too. It was the worst day of my life. Held my true loves in my arms, watch their eyes grow so gray. my true love's in my arms. Hearts of sweet souls slip away, slip away, slip away. I wish the good Lord had took me to. It was the worst day of my life. Preacher man, he was preaching hate. I saw him on the TV. Imagine that. A preacher man, he was preaching hate. And I saw him on TV. Killer, a hero, the hand of God. It was the worst day. It was the worst day. It was the worst day. Oh, oh, we're a minute past the howl. I hope y'all are howling "Howl" for the healthcare workers out there. Woo! This is our minute late howl. Modell time. Oh man, this is Liz. I don't know if you ever got on. I meant to send you a YouTube link. Liz Crabtree, working in the hospital down there in New Orleans. We love you. Maybe you can watch us later too, but yeah, holy moly, can't even imagine, sweetheart. Okay. The song is called Who. Okay. He lives in his mind, the farthest place away. Ever since the war tore holes in his array, his joy, his life was scorched, his loving torn away. A wife and child were scorched, how his soul is gone today. Oh, are we now say that someone ought to live that way? Who remembers how we wake up from a dream that's got away? Ooh. she's made up her mind. No need to eat today. Deferring to a child, by far her only way. Those who could be kind, their humanity's in play. But sleep has made them blind, though she's seen no day. Ooh, are we now say that someone ought to live that way? Who remembers how we waken from a dream that's got way? Deep into his mind, the glue wipes the pain away. The streets are home tonight, tomorrow, every day. An orphan's fly and start, no love, never play. Thinks he might be 9, but his eyes, they're old and gray. Ooh, are we now to say that someone ought to live that way? Who remembers how we waken from a dream that's got away? Don't you love farce? It's my fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. So sorry, so sorry, my dear. All right. Here comes the happy song. Just kidding. Just keeps getting better and better. Yeah. Well, we all know these things, you know. I'm sure most of you strange angels out there, all you strange angels out there, all y'all, and some of you other folks that are tuning in have goodness in your heart, you know. When we look at one another, we have to see ourselves, right? You know, that song was kind of another triptych. That last song, Who, you know, the first one was first story. There was a man who lost his wife and child in some sort of a bombing, some sort of collateral damage. You know, maybe a drone attack that gone wrong off course, or you know, in Yemen where some U.S. made fucking bomb took his family out. Second story was of a woman living in a refugee camp, Darfur or wherever, so many of them now, and trying to take care of a child at her own expense. And the third story, there was a young boy of 9 years old living in a favela, could be in Brazil or in Bangladesh or wherever. Those are human beings. They're our brothers and sisters too, you know. And I'll tell you, if the pig fuckers in charge think they can keep getting away with this, you know, they got it wrong. You know, maybe for a little while, but you know, they always go too far. You know, they did it in Rome and the Great British Empire and all that stuff. The greed knows no bounds. It just doesn't know when to quit, man. If they knew about a little greed, you know, they could kind of keep shit going for a while, you know. But they don't know when to pull back, and they just keep going, right? And eventually, they cross that line, you know. I wrote this song. I've played this in one of these 14 streams before, but I wrote this song when the civil insurrection went down after the Rodney King beatings, and saw how fast that thin veil of civility can come right off. You know, they say people are 9 missed meals away from total, utter social chaos. Remember that, 9 missed meals. You know, we better make sure people don't go hungry, and they are. So, the song is called Take. It was dark all across this land when you honed me with your heavy hand. Kind and gentle son of Sam, I'm gonna take all that I can. 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 On a lark, a forgotten man, when a mark, it's on this land in your heart, it's in my hand. I will take all that I can. 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 Mighty Dave, we need you on this, baby. Selling all it can. It all looks so pretty from my garbage can. Well, I am the spy in your promised land, and I'm gonna take all that I can. I wanna gonna take all that I can. all that I can. All right. Let's see. A couple more here. A couple more. Let's check my tuning for your listening pleasure. Found this guitar in a used guitar store on the wall. Had a little card in here. It said "cowboy guitar," and I've had it a long time now. It's a little bit of a workhorse. I barely ever change the strings, but I pull it out of the case and it usually is right there in tune. You know. I hope it's sounding okay to y'all tonight.
Ted says it's the best looking and best sounding they've ever been. Ted Kennedy.
Ted, lovely, bro. Thank you so much. I miss you, pal. Wish we could do this in 3D, right? Hope Chrissy and the kids are doing all right. Heart goes out to you guys. Oh yeah, this is a fun one. So people just aren't happy until there's a lot of people killing themselves and buying shit, a lot of shit to do that with. Scourge of this planet. We need to bury those motherfuckers. A song about them. It's called Man of War. When we wake up from this dream, the slippery slope will make us scream. A cry I can't justify. No matter which way you might lean. Man of war, man of war. What the hell you fighting for? Man of war, man of war. It's this gift of life you won't know. God's gift of life you won't adore. Some ain't feeling right to me. Dumbass monkeys on a killing spree. Before they show up at your door, maybe it's time we shake that tree. Man of war, man of war. What the hell you fighting for? Man of war, man of war. It's this gift of life you won't know. It's this gift of life you won't adore. God's gift of life you won't adore. talking to me. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Ignorance ain't bliss, oh no. The killer ape will never be free. The killer ape will never be free. Man of war, man of war. What the hell you fighting for? Man of war, man of war. It's a gift of life you won't adore. It's a gift of life you won't adore. God's gift of life you won't adore. This gift of life you won't adore. All right. We got one more for you. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. I hope you all are staying well. This is hard stuff we're all dealing with right now. I hope you all are taking good care of your hearts and each other, and doing Zooming and hooking up however we can. Please, everybody, when you're watching the news and you're getting angry, take that and use it. It's the only positive thing you can do with anger, because if you let it stew in here, it just eat you from the inside, okay? So you gotta take it and put that into action and make change, okay? And you gotta reach out to those folks who maybe not paying attention as much and help them to see it too, that we deserve better than this, okay? We're all God's creatures here. This is a gift of life, and we have to cherish it, and we have to honor it, and honor it with the truth and with honesty and competence and doing the best we can, not the worst, okay? So let's all pull together here. We got a job to do between now and November. Let's do that, okay? Hang on one quick second right here. Hold on. All right, I just threw Dylan a little bit of a curveball there, but anyway, this is gonna be our last song of the evening, and I'm gonna bring up for her debut my favorite female on the planet, and one of my favorite people on the planet, Beverly Ann Alcar Modell, who has a great voice and is a wonderful person, and has been keeping my heart okay during all this, and long before this too. I'm going to leave you guys on on a kind of an up note, because a lot of us here on this, listening and participating in this webcast here, are from the great state of California. And we are pretty darn fortunate here to have some leaders who, you know, it has nothing to do with progressive or liberal or Democrat. They're just competent. and they don't have their heads. They don't have their heads buried in their buttses. So I wrote this song a little while ago. I was sort of a challenge to myself to see if I could write a song with one chord in it. I did. But it's called On Bear Mountain. Sold me down the river, or you sold me down the mines. Sold me once and forever, but I bet you done fine. I bet you done just fine. Can't you tell your father? Can't tell night from the day. Why won't you tell your mama? Go on, tell her what they say up on Bear Mountain, up on Bear Mountain, up on Bear Mountain, up on Bear Mountain. Oh, taste that funny water. Gonna feel that sunny day. Burn so hot it's gonna melt your child. Gonna melt everything in its way. Won't you help pull truth from power? Why can't you look me in the eyes? I'm gonna waste one other hour. All them mothers, they're gonna cry. All them mothers gonna cry up on Bear Mountain, on Bear Mountain, up 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 on Bear Mountain. Can't you see we're all the brothers and sisters when we die? And they hold this thing together, gonna watch us while we try. Can't you see we all the brothers and sisters when we die? Can we hold this thing together? You gonna see us when we try up on Bear Mountain, 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 up on Bear Mountain. Good night.
I'm sorry. But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate. Only the unloved hate. The unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke, it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man, nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Our national anthem.